Okay. I was trying to figure out whether or not I had wanted to do a review for this episode of Real Housewives of Potomac. What is it? Season 6, episode 4. I was trying to figure out whether or not I had wanted to do a review for it because it gave me nothing. It gave me nothing. And I'm not even gonna hold you. Like, this is an episode where for whatever reason I just didn't feel like watching it. And then I ended up watching everybody and then mama reviews about it. I watched Jeremiah's show, I watched It's Rocks, Ashley Miller. I think even Erica Denero had put something up. Like, I literally watched everybody's reviews, and then it was just like, I guess this is a week I could skip, whatever. And then I kind of saw some chatter online, like on Twitter, like people were talking about how, um, like, does Real Housewives of Potomac have a colorism issue? Mind you, last week, Candace had actually did a fucking interview. Not an interview. She did one of the fucking what do you call it? Instagram lives, and she even mentioned something about colorism, like, oh, um, so basically the chatter is that now that Mia is on this show and Mia's popping, y'all already know what people's automatic go-to is. It's like, okay, we got to find something to bring this bitch down. And what a lot of people tend to go to is fucking colorism, okay? Like, let's just keep it a buck, okay? Let's start their podcast, which is coming next week. Make sure that y'all fucking tune in. But we're going to start calling out a lot of the bullshit that fucking goes on because people are so used to trauma bonding and so fucking used to just being the victim that they don't even notice when people are like literally purposely gaslighting them or using certain terms to trigger a response or a reaction out of someone, right? And so colorism is, while it's a very, 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 very real thing, I find that a lot of situations nowadays in 2021, people automatically go towards racism or colorism in order to revoke a fucking reaction, right? What am I talking about? If you haven't seen what I'm referring to, last year, Wendy came onto the scene and she spoke about her 4 degrees pretty much every fucking episode. And we were all like, okay, Wendy, shut the fuck up, right? Now you have Mia, who is on the show this season, and every single episode, she's talking about how she's a boss. And people are like, well, why is no one going against Mia when people went against Wendy? Let's back it up, because see what we're not going to do, and I called this out first and second and third episode. I called this out in my reviews. What we're not going to do is this, okay? Because Wendy, very much like Monique, has come after Mia the same way Monique has went after Candace, and no one has said anything. No one has said anything. Other than the people like me who like Mia, no one has said anything, okay? Wendy's supporters have just been like, oh, well, Mia lies too much and da-da-da, and made up excuses, right? Now, all of a sudden, now that we're seeing that Mia is really liked and people are gravitating towards her personality, now we're gonna go with the whole colorism thing, and I just feel like that is a little unfair. A little unfair, definitely toxic, and I don't fucking like it. Like, no, Mia is just likable. It has nothing to do with the fact that she's light-skinned. Hell, Giselle and Robin are fucking light-skinned, and people don't like them. Like, Giselle and Robin are light-skinned. They've been on the show for 6 years, and nobody likes them. So this is not an issue of who's light, who's dark. No, it's none of that. And like I said in my reviews, had Wendy been light-skinned and been going at Mia the way that Wendy was going at, how do I fucking say it? Had Wendy been light-skinned with the way that she was attacking Mia, y'all would have been calling colorism. But because Wendy is dark skinned, nobody batted an eyelash, right? And usually when things like this are brought up and it's like, well, why wouldn't you call out colorism? Why is it not the same thing? Usually people end up being like, well, we've been through enough, so whatever. I mean, wow, a light-skinned girl getting dragged today. Oh, whatever. Like that, because it's not the norm, people feel like it's okay to do. And the same thing happens like when it comes to situations with white people. People will literally start using slavery as an excuse, like, well, black people have been thrown up, so that justifies me being an asshole in this moment. And it's like, no, it's not okay. Because if Mia would have attacked Wendy in the same way that Wendy has been attacking Mia the first couple of episodes, if y'all are going to call out colorism with that, then keep that same energy when it's Wendy against Mia. So again, now that we're talking about this whole boss, boss, boss conversation, what we're not going to do is bring colorism into the situation now, because we're realizing, oh, Wendy's just unlikable, and people are gravitating towards Mia because she naturally just fits in. She's transparent. She's likable, right? And she naturally just gets the job of a reality TV show character. Like, she was born to be a fucking housewife, if not on a fucking reality show, period. Like, Mia was born to fucking be there, and that's just that. So pulling colorism out of your fucking ass as a means to justify, like, because even when Candace said that shit, I was like, really? Okay, Candace, really? And I love Candace. I'm team Candace. I love her. I feel like Candace gets, a bad rep because of her mouth, and also too because the Black community, a lot of people within the culture are jealous of the fact that she has parents that have supported her lifestyle, which to me is fucking dumb. I just feel like it's probably the ratchet side, the urban side of the culture of the community that hates that about her. Because come on, isn't the whole point to have generational fucking wealth? Like, why are we upset at this girl for having money or having access to money? Are we mad because we didn't get set up that way? More than likely, yes, because we're always mad at the next bitch for having what we didn't have, instead of getting mad at our parents or God or somebody. Like, you understand what I'm saying? But neither here nor there. I actually like Candace, but her fucking Instagram live, when she called that out, I was like, really? Okay. Okay. Now, like, y'all are doing too fucking much. Doing too fucking much. It has nothing to do with fucking color. Wendy's just not likable. Okay, Wendy's not likable. And I know a lot of people are like, oh, well, Mia's flip-flopping, as she should be. It's her first fucking season. Coming in and being up Karen's ass the whole fucking season is going to do what for her? It's not going to make her likable. And Mia knows how this game goes. You have to come into the show and you have to give your number to everybody. You have to befriend everybody. You have to make sure that you're making rounds and like, because at the end of the season, if nobody wants to fucking film with you because you've been up Karen's ass the whole season, that's not interesting to look at, and the producers are not going to invite you back for next season. Look at LaToya. LaToya was not invited back on Real Housewives, okay, because she made friends with everybody and then betrayed every fucking body. Same thing with fucking Drew, and then it became like, okay, whose side are you on? Who even still wants to film with you? And nobody wants to fucking see that, okay? I'm trying to think of anything else because I'm not editing this fucking video, and this is all live. So I'm really just trying to figure out, is there anything else before I get the fuck off? Yeah, I just don't feel like there's an issue with colorism. I don't. People are like, well, Wendy brought up her 4 degrees. Wendy knew what she was on with her 4 degrees. Again, listen, I'm not one of them Black people that's going to tiptoe around certain shit and not bring up certain shit because I don't care. Cancel me. I do not fucking care. Okay? We're not going to sit here and act like a lot of people from the islands don't have an issue with Black people. That's what we're not going to do. We're in fucking America, okay? And at least from my experience, I can't speak about everybody else's, but from my experiences growing up, people from the islands that were not African American but still considered Black always felt like they were better. And that's exactly how Wendy came up onto the screen. Her saying I have 4 degrees was a means of saying, bitch, I'm educated. You're dumb. Go get a job. Like, go to school and catch up. Like, it was a means of putting people down. Now, don't get me wrong. Saying, oh, I'm a boss, definitely you can put people down with that. But Mia had said I'm a boss with everything. And saying I'm a boss is not going to offend somebody like saying I have degrees well. Because degrees, that's the whole American dream. Oh, go to school, get degrees, get a job, da-da-da, whatever. Being a boss, you could be a boss in multiple of different ways, which is what Mia has said on the show. Like, oh, because I'm a mommy, I'm a boss. Because I run a business, I'm a boss. Because I'm a wife, I'm a boss. You know what I'm saying? Like a boss or a bad girl or a bad bitch, because it's all interchangeable. That is what you fucking make it. So yeah, you can still get offended and use that as a dig at someone, but it's not the same as spreading and talking about your 4 degrees, because that's something very specific where it's like, there's no other way for you to have 4 degrees other than going to fucking school for however many fucking years. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's different. And Wendy knew what she was doing by doing it, because a lot of people that are Black but not African American, they do that as a means to say, hey, we're smarter than African American people, and we're not going to sit here and act like that does not fucking happen all the fucking time. All the fucking time. That's what we're not going to do. We want to talk about colorism. Let's get real. Wendy meant that as a fucking dig, and that's why nobody liked her. Now, Mia talking about how she's a boss and this, that, and the third, again, that's everyday fucking common knowledge, common talk. Like, oh, I'm a bad bitch. I'm a boss bitch. I'm on my shit. I'm on my grind. Like, yeah, you can use that as a dig, but it's not the same. It doesn't cut as deep because it's not as specific. You know what I'm saying? Again, it's an open concept type of thing where you could be a mother and that makes you a bad bitch. Okay, you could be 60 years old and you still look good. That can make you a boss bitch. You know. So I don't feel, again, I don't feel like it's colorism. I feel like motherfuckers is reaching because Wendy's unlikable. And I feel like motherfuckers always go to colorism or racism or some type of ism, you know, to where we can trauma bond and now become a victim, you know, because again, as soon as you bring up these trigger buzzwords, then everybody's on your side and it's like, wait, no, stop production. What's going on? Let's hear your side. No, fuck all that shit. Fuck all that shit. Let's stop grasping for straws when we run out of shit to fucking complain and talk about. Okay. Now, anything else happened this episode? Everybody and their mama is mad at Mia because of the text that she sent to Giselle and Robin. Again, Mia knows what to do. She's here to be her, okay, to be her character. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. She knows exactly why she's here. She understands the excitement, and I'm here for it. Now, as far as the text, because everybody's like, well, when you're an adult, you get to choose and pick and choose who you want to be around and whatnot. And let's be real. Let's be real. Giselle sending that text to Mia. We can sit here and play devil's advocate all we want. We can sit here and we can, you know, play with semantics, right? Oh, she didn't say, you know, don't bring Karen. She said come without Karen. Okay, bitch, it's the same shit. You still okay, and even taking it a little bit further, I feel like definitely being that you don't know this bitch, and this is definitely somebody who literally witnessed you and, you know, your nemesis get into it in front of each other. Like, that would be something I would call you about because I don't want anything to get misconstrued. I would call you and be like, hey, girl, like, I'm going to meet up with you, but, you know, just to let you know, I'm trying to, you know, get to know you on your own, you know. So, you know, do you think that we can meet up and have some solo time? Like, there's ways of fucking saying it. But when you, like, literally text her and say, yeah, I want you to come up without Karen, you can't get mad at how she gonna take it. You cannot get mad at how she gonna take it. And I don't care what everybody is saying, like, oh, she didn't mean it like that. We don't know Mia, and we don't know the way that she thinks. And so you cannot assume. And see, that's one of the things too, which is why I'm so glad that I'm in an awakened place and I know people, like, and I just respect who people are. And as you grow older, you realize that everybody's different, right? And it's not your job to force somebody to be who you want them to be or any of that, right? So you don't know how Mia's going to respond. You don't know how she's going to take shit. And so the second in which she responds in a way of, oh, no, baby, we ain't got nothing to discuss unless it's business. Clearly, she just took what you said in the wrong type of way. And that right there would have been a moment where I would have been like, oh, wait, hold on. What says? Oh, I'm sorry. You got offended at the comment that I said I don't want Cameron to be there. Oh, I'm sorry, but I didn't mean anything, you know, messy by that. I just want to get to know you a little bit more, you know, on your own, whatever. Maybe I could have said that in a better way, but that's, you know, truly what I meant. And that would have been the time to squash it. Of course, we're on a fucking TV show, so of course it's gonna get dragged out, which it did. Robin all of a sudden had to have a fucking problem with it because she was included in a fucking group thread, and I'm like, what the fuck does that have to do with it? But okay, she addressed Giselle, but now Robin has the attitude. Okay, yeah. And so we get to the fucking party, you know, Candace's little going away party or whatever, and they're all discussing it. And again, I still feel the same way. Like, I feel like, yes, you are allowed to decide what energy you want around you, but there's a way to fucking say it. And the way in which you said it, you knew how you fucking said it, Giselle. Like, you knew how you fucking said it. What we're not going to do is sit here and know that Giselle is a messy ass bitch and then suddenly give her a pass on this one episode and say she's not trying to be messy, even though a mess was created out of this situation. That's what we're not going to sit here and do. That's what we're not going to sit here and do. She knew what the fuck she was doing by saying, yo, I don't want Cameron near. Because you could have easily said to that girl, listen, I just want to get to know you on your own. Do you think that we could meet up, you know, and have some drinks together? Boom. Right there to the point. Right there to the point without even mentioning Cameron's name. Keep it open concept. Like, you could be talking about anybody, but when you say, hey, can we get some one-on-one time? Boom. Open concept. Boom. But she still get the fucking point. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it. I'm not feeling the scholar because she decided to have her little moment trying to, I guess, go after her peach, her wine glass, whatever. I'm not really feeling her. Y'all can tell me that in the comments below how y'all feeling her. But I'm not really featuring her because I don't know. Like for me, it works. For Scarlett, it don't. It don't. It just don't. And I don't know if it's because she's aligned with Robin and Ashley and just like I don't know. I don't know. But I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just not. I'm just not. And I mean, that's pretty much it. That's really all that happened in this episode. I just had to get up here and speak my motherfucking piece because colorism, y'all bitches are reaching. Candace, don't be out here spreading that shit just because you don't like Mia. That y'all are reaching. Y'all are fucking reaching. And I just had to get up here and talk about that. That's pretty much what the fuck happened. Giselle was teaching her daughter how to drive, but apparently not too good because bitch ain't get her license. Okay. You had the fucking twins in the back snickering. And I'm like, listen, y'all need to figure out y'all sexuality. Let's start there. Wait, we don't talk about kids on this channel. My bad. But one of them twins is going to be gay. Mark my words. Okay. But we don't talk about kids, though. You know, so just erase that. Cancel me. I'm trash. Anything else that happened? Candace and her singing career. You know, I can't wait till the album drops. She's trying to drop it around reunion time. Talking about September 24th. Like, bitch, who waiting that far? Who's waiting that far? Who's waiting 2 months? Okay, trying to capitalize off of the reunion and shit. Ain't nobody waiting that far. Ain't nobody waiting that far. Okay. But yeah, that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it. Like I said, I'm not here for a scholar. Next week they go down south or whatever, or they go wherever the fuck they going. And you know, Karen and Giselle gonna get into it again, which y'all be going up for. I'm not here for it. And y'all also be going up for Karen. I used to love Karen, but after last season, let me get the fuck off here because I got shit else to say. Bye. Okay, comment below. Let me know what the fuck you thought about this shit. Be looking out for my motherfucking podcast, which is motherfucking coming soon. Hold on. Let me add a little motherfucking overlay so y'all can see that shit. Okay. Motherfucking podcast is coming soon. I'm still in between whether or not I'm gonna do visual and audio or just audio because I mean it's a podcast. Like I'm gonna already be doing hot topics and commentary videos and story times on the channel anyway. It's like, do I really have to do a video version of the podcast too? But we're gonna say. We're gonna say. Definitely make sure that y'all look up on my podcast. It is coming like I said, next week. Okay, starting Wednesday, August 11th, 2021. I've already uploaded, you know, one unofficial episode, which is basically where I sit and I talk about the baby. Okay, like I posted that video version to the channel. I also uploaded that to Apple Podcasts and you know wherever podcasts are available. Wherever you're gonna, you know, be listening to Let's Start Theater podcast. And yeah, you can check out that unofficial episode now. And yeah, more episodes will be coming soon. So I love each and every one of y'all. Definitely make sure you go to patreon.com/colorism world for more content, exclusive and bonus content. And I love each and every one of y'all. I will see you in the next motherfucking review. Bye.